Hi, I'm Lynne Brick. Welcome to this week's You Go Girl Quick Fit Tip, Know Your Target Heart Rate Training Zone. Well, Victor and I are on our way home from Amsterdam where we had a meeting, and we are in the Heathrow Airport. You can see planes perhaps around me, and we're sitting at the airport on our way back to Baltimore. Now, we did a lot of walking in Amsterdam, sightseeing and walking around, but the question was this: how do we know if we were really training our heart? When the way you know that is by if you know your heart rate at the time that you're exercising, and if you're working within your target heart rate training zone. So here are a couple of formulas to help you to know if you're in the zone. Okay, option one is to just use a simple formula of maximum of 220 minus your age, which is your maximum heart rate. So it's 220 minus your age, maximum heart rate. So let's say you're 50 years old. 220 minus 50 is 170. Then 60 to 80% would be your range. So let's say 60% of that number would be 102, and 80% is 136. Okay, so that would be your target range. Now, if you want to get a more specific target heart rate training zone, actually taking into consideration your resting heart rate, what we talked about last time, you want to use the Carbone formula. Now with that, you use 220 minus your age, which is 50, and then let's say your resting heart rate is 60. So then you subtract your resting heart rate from that number. So that would be 110. So 150 minus 60 would be 110. Then 60 to 80% of that number would be your zone, but then you add in your resting heart rate back into the formula again. So your actual target heart rate training zone would be 126 to 148. What a big difference between 102 and 136 versus 126 and 148. So choose the Carbone formula, utilizing your resting heart rate to determine the best target heart rate training zone. Now, how can you tell? How can you get your heart rate to make sure you're working in the zone? You either check it with palpation, or you use a heart rate monitor, or you put a strap underneath your chest, which hooks up to a watch, or you simply hold on to the handles of your cardio pieces of equipment. So there you have it. If you'd like more information and you want to see the details about this, please go ahead and click on the text version, the link to the test version. Feel free to pass this on to a friend, family member, or coworker. And we close each of our tips with a corny joke, so here you go. What happened to the frog that parked illegally? It got towed. So there you have it. Until we meet again, you go, girl.